So many months ago, Marco from Belgium sent me a Stalker 15, and I have not had a chance to pull it out of the box. Actually, there's a number of radios that meet that criteria. But anyway, here it is. One boxed 80 channel. Interesting. Means it's got the PACB switch is actually the high-low switch, which you'll see when you get out of the box. And yeah, but this is a far from a new radio. I would say 70s, late 70s, I'm guessing, very much guessing. Alright, let's pull it out of the box and put it on the bench, have a look. Righto, one of the great things about coming in from Europe is we can just pull off this plug here, put on a nice 240 volt plug versus the 220 EU plug. Anyway, there she is. Got a few little marks on it, but I'll have to sort of look at the date of when they built these. I'm not 100% sure. I'm thinking late 70s. Feel free to comment on the YouTube channel if you've got a bit of history. I just haven't researched it. The clock's working, which is lovely. That's I was only joking with someone the other day that you would you'd buy this radio. Oh, there you go. So we're going to be cleaning a bit of controls. It's an old radio, so we'll be getting our deoxit and cleaning a few controls. If that's a bit scratchy, I guarantee you the yep. As you can see, look, all the switches and you know, this takes no time at all to quickly turn that around. But we're sort of interested in does it receive, so let's have a look. Okay, so that's noisy. So is that control. So basically we've got 50 microvolts going in there. I tell you what, for an old clunker, 50 microvolts there equals, guess what? S9. So that receiver's looking very good. Let's just see how it goes on the low end. And I'll turn that volume up a bit. Scratchy volume control. That's hearing very well. That's 0.5 of a microvolt there. Now if I just go down to 0.1, 0.05, I'm still hearing it. Amazing. Still in there. Back to 0.5. I'll tell you what, after we clean a few controls. Beautiful. Right, had enough of that, I'm sure. Okay, so that's the good news. We've got a bit of receive happening. You know, obviously tells us our PLL's all locked and everything's happening like it should. Nice T-Berry microphone, by the way. Very hard to find those things. Anyway, so what do we got on meters here? We've got, they have a modulation and signal RF meter. So basically we can see if it transmits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and see if the modulation meter works. Hello, 1, 2. It's a little bit sort of hello, 1, 2. Probably needs a bit of adjustment there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2. To be honest, that's not driving great, but I would almost put money on the fact that once hang on, let's have a look. Could even be this control on the microphone. They have a sometimes these get a little bit of dirt in them. You clean these out and they work quite well. But the drive on that's definitely not great. But the RF stage check is, let's have a look. Modulation to, that's better. Okay, so we're getting about nearly 3.75 watts of AM. So we know the RF stage is all working. It's just not driving like it should. So after we've cleaned the mic gain control and a couple of things and the side control there, 9 times out of 10, look, you know, these come up very well. So one of the things that it does do is that if I go to there, now in the newer versions that display changes. In this one it's just you've got to do the calculations and add 400 kcs basically. So you know that would be 755. Now to prove that, let's have a look and let's put in oh boy, let's go over here and change that to a 7 and maybe I'm out a little bit on my channel. Think. Scratchy, isn't it? 755, 27755. Am I doing my maths right? Let's have a think here. Oh, it's somewhere close. Hang on, I'm out by a little bit. Okay. All right, so that's 755 there, so I'll have to look at my maths. I wonder if they've got any other channel switching going. No, they can't be there. No other switches on the back. Let's have a feel, just in case. Yeah, I'll just have to do some maths. So if I go to, say, 20, we put into here, now I really am guessing a little bit here, but 605. Now 605's got to be around there somewhere. Oh yeah. Oh, sorry, I put in 055. Try that again. I'm in 655 now. That'll do. Now where are we? Should be around here. Okay, so 655. Basically, channel 65. So sorry, channel 35. Add 40 channels. Channel 65. Yeah, that's correct. So get it up there. That's not completely correct. Sorry, channel 20, 27205. Add 400 kcs. And 655. Still not right. I have to have a look at how they did that. Okay. The later models are pretty much just a 40 channel up and down, 41 to 50 to 80 type of modification. So they're doing it a little bit differently, but that's right. But anyway, that's 655 there. So if we go back to 355, so basically go to channel 35, and there we go. We're back on there. All right. Okay. Let's turn that off. Reach over. Yeah, we'll give this a bit of a tune. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hello. 1, 2. Hello. It's doing about. They're not huge at the moment. We'll give that a peak. Hello. Yeah. That's the ALC is just really limited at the moment, so we need to just sort of knock that back a bit. All right. So we've been talking about maybe spending a bit more time having a look inside radios and bits and pieces. This is an MB8 719 chassis, which I reckon that makes it. It's got to be later than 70s. But anyway. We'll have a look at that at some stage. It's just exactly when, but yeah, there's your 8719 sitting in there. Now, don't know why, but I just remember these chassis. That's your ALC there, which is VR7 sitting in there. Now, where it was, which is sitting there, we're getting hello 1, 2, 1, 2. Well, actually, we weren't even getting that, to be honest. 1, 2. And just to show you how simple it is, guys, flick that around. ALC comes around. Hello, 1, 2. Hello, 1, 2. Okay, so really simple, easy. I'll go through and actually tune these RF stages, etc., and peak the receiver RF through here, etc. This will peak up a little bit better again. But as you can see, one simple adjustment of VR7 down here, and the MB8 719 comes to life. People may say, "Oh, have you checked your modulation waveform?" And yeah, good on you. You know what? Often there was a time when we used to go through and sit there for hours. Generally, we'll get this on air and it'll just work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As you can see, driving so much harder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. To the point where you probably could pull that meter adjustment back a little bit. Okay, so once again, driving these radios up to megawatts is always, consistent with how good this power supply is. Now, have a look at the size of this transformer and the pass transistors. I mean, look, it's not terrible. 2SD188 and cap, etc. Bridge rectifier is fine, but you're not this. If you know power supplies, this is not going to be a 6 amp power supply. This is going to be a 3.5, 4 amp peak power supply, tops on a good day. So don't go too crazy, because you will always be limited by that supply. I always think if these things do 12 to 15 watts or so, they're fine. That's look, I've got a lot of bases, so to me, I just want to keep them all working and in some sort of reasonable condition. All right, let's have a quick look underneath on those scratchy and. I think you get the idea. Okay, 2 secs. Okay, so from underneath here, turn that down a bit. As you can see, you know, we can, oh sorry, that's better. We can get in there easily, spray those and turn. So basically what we're doing is we're coming in, it's very hard to do with one hand, yeah, it's tied up here, but I'll try my best. So pretty much, if I can just get my angle right, let's just do that one there, that'll do just for the moment. No, actually I'm not going to be able to get into that, this is, oh there we go. Alright, so we're just giving that a spray, so we're twiddling that knob back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and that will clean it. Now just give me a tick and I'll do the rest. Okay, look at that. No more scratchiness. Hang on, turn that off. Okay, so yeah, look, just cleaning those controls. Insert deoxit D5, turn control 200 times, and basically she's a winner. Alright, I don't think there's much skip happening today, and if there's no skip, there's no signals, but let me put an antenna in it. Let's have a look. Alright, not much happening on 27 at the moment. Oh, look at the clock turning over. What a great moment in time there. Love the clock. Okay, let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, JDW, Jack Daniels Whiskey, 229, JDW 229, test. Okay, so 12 and a half, 13 watts, something like that, exactly where I want it. I don't really want to go crazy. I could sit there and peak and tune and do lots of things to get another 3 or 4 watts, and oh look, I might have a quick play. But this video has been going for 11 minutes and 41 seconds. Now, apart from the time to take the screws out, we've taken a radio from 2 watts drive power, 2 to 3 watts on sideband to back to its legal power again. These are very simple things to do, not hard at all. All right, well I suppose I've got to put the covers back on this and make it all sort of look like it's one piece again. But great to be able to show you guys the insides of such an old beast, and love the clock. God help me if we've ever got to repair the clock. I think we'll be looking for a wrecked one, try and get parts for that. But the clock seems to be working really good, and the radio will just give us a bit of a clean out in here. There's a few things that need to just be tidied up, but you know what, for the age of this radio and for the fact that we've got its brother over here, one of these radios here somewhere, hang on, no, hang on, if I don't look, oh there it is, sorry, yeah, we've got the Stalker, the one above it, the Stalker XX, sorry, half asleep, just sitting there, and haven't turned this on for so long, I can't remember where the on button is. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so that's his brother there to give you the illustration, and we're just setting up some of these bases sort of live so that we can kind of come in and switch them in with an antenna switch and go bang and etc. But all good. All right, let me just turn that off, which is that switch. But yeah, okay, so basically that is the Stalker 15 XV. Isn't it funny? We call the Stalker, this is the Stalker 15, but we call the other one the Stalker XX because it sounds good. All right, 73s to you. Been a bit of fun. If you if you're ever playing around with these sort of things and you've got a question, just chuck it on the YouTube channel or Facebook. Most of the things to do to them are pretty simple. The only thing that I'll go through and do just before I put the covers on is just check the oscillators, make sure that we're pretty much on frequency, etc. So, but I won't get into all that with the video. If you ever need help with that, yell out. We'll do a special video for it. 73s from VK3CM or Jack Daniels Whiskey 229, Tangam, Belguim, Northeast Victoria. Please subscribe. Thanks very much for all the comments. Really loving it. It's a lot of fun. Cheers all.